and hopefully. So Nick, we've got you, and Kate. We'll see. Right. Have I got an echo? Is someone on speaker or something?
Echo.
Yeah.
Something.
Is that you, Lucas? Can I just get you to try muting? Have you got? Because I think last week we had an echo from you.
Hang on.
Not sure if it is. But anyway, so the Vistani are coming to life, and what do you guys want to do? You're all sort of curled up in your respective sleeping areas. What is it that takes your fancy?
Well, I wondered if someone had sidled up to Nix and said, go to tent 32. I wondered if the else exciting happened with Nix. No. Do we have any intel?
With Nix?
Yeah, apparently from my notes, a man sidled up to Nix and said, you're a fine woman. Tent 32, see you later.
Yeah, I don't think she went, did she? Or did actually? Or did I? I think I gave her.
I feel like she would have, knowing Nix.
Yeah, probably. Maybe I was just joking. I don't remember that, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that. I do remember actually saying that, but I don't remember if she actually went and got any additional information, and I don't have our chat handy to confirm that.
I'd like to find out more about Lord Benton's dream of dark shadows in a bridge.
You don't know about Lord Benton's dream about dark shadows in a bridge.
Lord Benton,
what were you doing
did you have any interesting dreams last night?
I did.
No, he says.
It was dark and scary, and I was full of discomfort. This place gives me the heebie-jeebies. I think it's these people. I think we should go.
So the Vistani are beginning to cook breakfast. Hey, would you like to have some breakfast before you go? Yes.
I kind of go, coffee, please.
Coffee. Yes, I said bring us some hot beverage. Yes, we get a kettle going very soon. Yes. Oh, look, some more guests arriving from the west. And he stands and he looks, and you can see that coming towards you, or you can hear coming towards you, certainly the sounds of some sort of cart and horse or mule or something.
I'm tempted to be guided by Lord Benton's vibes, but then we need coffee for Ludicrous. So get the coffee sorted, or otherwise most of our party will be down. I don't know. I think that goes for Lady Rach as well.
Yeah, I'm more hangry, but sure.
Yeah, cool.
Well, the Vistani are continuing to cook and preparing some sort of meager oats and boiling water and that sort of thing. And one of them comes with a mug for Ludicrous and provides him with a mug of some sort of hot beverage.
Cheers.
It tastes not too particularly bad. Tastes like a sort of sweet tea, a honeyed tea. So at this particular point now, you see some people who are arriving just from the west, and they sort of are now coming into sight, and they start to call out, and you can see that there's a rather well-dressed gentleman in front of them, and let me just bring up my photos for you. And he calls out, yeah, Vizzanti, Vinzo, and they go, Lord von Petrovich, what a pleasure to see you here. How was your journey from Velaki? And he goes, this is good. I see you have guests. Hello, I am Christopher von Petrovich. I am a noble from the grand city of Valaki, traveling through, and I see you met my friends. And who are you?
I kind of eye him hostilely, and I was like, I don't have to tell you that.
Ludicrous lowers his beverage for but a moment and says, I am Lord Ludicrous. I have no doubt you have heard of me.
Lord Ludicrous, show me your papers.
We got some papers at the when we were first sent on our quest.
Unfortunately, we lost them all in shipwreck.
Yep. There was a shipwreck.
How convenient. You know, it's a high crime to pretend to be a noble.
Sue me.
I'm just playing some music and meandering around, so I don't really. I'm just in the zone.
So, I just sent you a picture of what this nobleman looks like. Ignore the fact that he's drawing a weapon. He's not drawing a weapon, but he's certainly carrying a very ornate sword. But quite dashing and well dressed and impeccably dressed, in fact. And so, Lord Benton, I see. What brings you to Barovia?
I was brought here against my will.
I see. I've heard this story many times before. And what about your friends and colleagues here?
They just carry my bags.
I see. This is most convenient.
Except Lady Rach.
As do my colleagues behind me.
The audacity!
And you see that there
Lady
are three reasonably attractive women behind Lord von Petrovich. And they seem to be sort of just standing near there's a mule and a quite well kept, quite in very good condition cart. And there seems to be some stores or boxes on it with a tarpaulin draped over it and tied down. They hang back there. He's sort of moved up and is chatting with essentially you guys in around the fire.
Where am I? Can I slip my invisibility ring on away from the crowd, or do I have to move away from the crowd?
That's up to you. You can do which either.
Where am I?
You're not currently on the map.
Oh, okay. All right. I would like to put my invisibility ring on and head over to the cart and kind of see what's in there.
Okay, give me first a stealth check and then a perception check. And while you're preparing those rolls, Lord von Petrovich goes, I see, and my companions and I are passing through on the way to Barovia. We hear the Baron is not well and we come to pass our respects.
Dunk, I'll have to just roll Rachel's manually. She's a +7 for stealth.
Yep.
All right. So
Okay.
12.
So
And
12.
her perception's +3.
Yeah, cool. 19. Okay, so as she moves around to the cart, she crumples through some under foliage and makes a crack, and one of the women then move to the rear of the cart. So we just imagine that the cart's here. We don't have cart technology in this game just yet, but if you just imagine that that's where the cart is in there, and Lady Rach, I'll just throw you on the board for you. If anyone else wants to go on the board, just let me know.
Yep.
You should be able to see yourself now.
You rolled a 12 stealth. And you crumpled some leaves as you were approaching the car. Yeah.
Okay.
Will, are you there? Right. It's failing dismally.
Well, yeah, I am. Sorry.
Are you paying attention? What just happened? This is a test.
Okay, so
Shit.
Lady Rach has got the invisibility thing on. She's walking over the cart. She stepped on some leaves. They've crumpled. We have this suspicious man with three attractive women, I think you said, behind him. And we're currently in the midst of talking.
Wow. Will for the cliff notes. Go.
You win.
Cop that, Duncan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Where's the camera?
It's not working. It doesn't work.
Throw him one, God.
Too smart for that.
Oh dear. Yes. Well, there you go. So Christopher von Petrovich, I'll just call Christopher for convenience. He goes, I see. Is everything okay? You don't seem very communicative. Well, this is good, I guess. Do I know you? And he points to Irina. And Irina sort of comes and sort of hanging at the back. She sort of moves behind a Vistani a little nervously, not wanting to draw attention to herself, with Lord Christoph, and she goes, I am the Burgomaster of Barovia's daughter. You say you're coming to visit my father? Your name is familiar. Perhaps we have met when I was young. Yes, perhaps we have met many years ago. I think this would be the case. You must be Irina. Ah, yes, I am, she says. And I have sad news, for my father has passed. Oh, this is not good. And Christopher looks quite sort of sullen, and his shoulders sort of fall. He goes, this is sad news. Your brother, I believe his name, Ismark, Irina volunteers. Is he replacing your father as Burgomaster? Yeah, he is. This is true. And Irina and him have this sort of stilted conversation, and she really isn't giving off much of an engaging vibe, and she sort of ceases the conversation. Christopher sort of picks up that, he's sort of charming approach is being rebutted. He could probably, relate to Lord Benton on that in many ways.
I think everyone can relate to Lord Benton. He's pretty down to earth.
And he goes, I see. And where are you all going? I see you've been brought here against your will, and you are here with the Burgomaster's daughter. Is everything okay? Where are you going?
Hello.
Hello, Kelly.
No. Good. I can hear you. You can hear me.
Cool.
Cool.
So just to catch you up,
I'm good, thanks.
Just on the map, you see that there's a gentleman called Christopher von Petrovich. He has arrived this morning, as you guys have all woken up. You've come out of tent 32 from your raucous night, apparently, according to Milikon.
Apparently that's where you were headed last night, so I'm from my notes. So I had a good time.
Did someone just put the picture up? How did they do that?
What picture?
Of Christopher. It just appeared on my screen. On my Skype screen.
Okay.
Nope.
That's there we go. Anyway, Christopher is in the Skype screen, in the Skype chat anyway. If you want to check him out. And so... you've just wandered out of the tent into the middle of this conversation, so it's all quite timely. You've pretty much missed everything, whatever you've been doing. Right. I see. So I seem to be talking to myself a lot. You're not very forthcoming.
Christopher, join me for a beverage. Tell me why you're going to Barovia.
Well, as I said just before, I'm going to see my good friend the Burgomaster, Irina's father, but it is sad to hear that he has passed, so now I shall be seeing her brother. I have brought some gifts from my home to bring to Barovia. I live in Velaki, a beautiful town to the west of here, maybe a day and a half travel.
Does anyone have a map?
Did you not buy one in Barovia?
Well, I obviously didn't.
Well, this is,
but, I mean, one lord to another, I'm sure you'd be willing to assist travellers in peril. I mean, 'tis the noble thing to
this
do.
is true. This is true. I cannot. You are after a map of the lands. Is this what you are looking for?
It would aid us greatly in returning to our homes.
I see. I'm not so sure. I hear many rumors of travelers never returning to their homes from these beautiful lands.
Maybe they didn't have a map.
The Master Strahd is the ruler of all these lands, and no one comes without him knowing, or no one leaves without him knowing, or even allowing, I believe. Some say not even death is released from Strahd's grip. Yet he seems to rule over us reasonably well. We have some good trade, we have some good times. Hey, the Vistani are always good for a party. And Valakia is a very happy place. You will enjoy Valakia when you get there. Perhaps when you come, if you come, you should go visit me and we shall have dinner with Lady Wachter. This would be good, yes?
Will we travel together?
Oh no, I must go to Barovia, unless you're coming back to Barovia with me. This is true, could
No, but we might end up there because we don't have a map. We could end up anywhere.
I see. This is a predicament. Perhaps I could be of some assistance for you, no?
That would be. That would be so swell.
Look, Christopher,
The
do you know
swellingest.
Burgomaster Baron Valish? Can you tell me about him?
Baron.
Tell us about him.
Baron who?
Valish.
Valish?
The Burgomaster.
The Burgomaster of Valaki. Yes?
Baron Valish.
This is who you refer to, no?
Yes, yes.
Baron Vargas? Yes? You are muted. You seem your mouth is moving, but there's nothing coming out. You're a strange woman.
Sorry, it's just I've been singing all night. I've been carousing. I'm sorry, I'm a bard, so I lost my voice. Yes, so Baron Valish, I thought it was, but maybe I misheard. I have tinnitus from the music again.
Oh,
sorry.
is it too loud, guys? Sorry.
No, it's from my music playing as a bard.
Right, okay.
She's in character.
I'm in character.
Oh dear.
I enjoyed that way too much.
Yeah.
Well, I see.
Thursday night.
Yes. Well, Vargas is some say an odd man. You know, he's not so much my. Sometimes I am not perhaps inclined to talk with him very much. Lady Wachter is a fine lady. Perhaps I think one day she may actually. She may come to some importance in Valaki. This could be so. Now, my good friend, you're looking for a map, you say? Well, can I help you? But what could we give in exchange? What say you to a exchange for a trader like myself? I am a modest man, but something of value to you, perhaps you could share with me, and I shall give you. And he reaches into a little satchel that he has, and brings out a sort of parchment rolled up, and says, "I perhaps could share this with you, but I think a trade of something precious to yourself is important that we do. Yes, otherwise this is not the way."
Oh, well, I will give you, in exchange for this map, something very precious to me. And I bring out my dagger. It looks simple, but this dagger has been in my family for generations and holds dear value to me. But I would be willing to part with it for the greater good of me and my companions to find out what. Luckily, I am fucking deceptive. Boom.
You want a deception check? You got a deception
Yeah, that's
check.
true.
I just
That's true.
myself.
He goes, well, this is good. This is, and he reaches out to take the dagger. Do you offer it to him?
Oh yeah, I want that
He
map.
takes the dagger and he holds it there, and I assume that it's just a standard dagger that you had.
Oh yeah, it is.
Absolutely.
It is the most standard dagger you've ever seen in life.
He says, "This is very nice of you to give me something so personal. It tells me a lot about your family and your nobility, I think.
My willingness to give you this dagger says a lot about me.
It does indeed. It does indeed. You have no idea. So I shall take this. And he takes the dagger and he hands you a map.
Woo!
I must ask you, Lord Christopher, do you like Lord Stroud? Are you friends? As convenience for his management of the environs.
He is, I think, Star does a, he has some distractors here, Christopher. But he has also, I guess, some people who we would call, proponents and friends of Lord Stride. I personally, I have not really seen him, but I think I do know him. But I think he is someone who, he does what he does, and I think he is searching for love, really. Perhaps this is what we're all doing.
Are you supportive? I understand he loves our companion here. Are you supportive of this love of his?
Which companion is this?
Our friend, Irina.
I see. Is this true? Irina, you have a love for Strahd? Is this true? Irina sort of shies around and sort of shakes her head and hang on, sorry, I'll just get this map sort of there. And it essentially sort of goes, this is not true. He's an evil man, and he's the cause of my father's death. And Christoph goes, surely this is not right, as your father would not be killed by Strahd, no? But this is sad to hear that you have no love for Strahd. Well, edge to their own. I think, best thing, Strahd does Strahd thing, we do our thing. He looks after us, for as they say, Strahd is the land here. And best not to be on the wrong side of the land, Best to be on this side, up, yeah? And he sort of stumps his feet on the top of the ground. I think it's important that we see each other again. Yes, this is true. What do you think, Irina? I think it's important that you are now risen in nobility. I think it's important that you and I catch up in some point in the future. You come to Vallaki, you come and visit me. I shall make some time for you and introduce you to the nobility in the town. This I shall say to you all. Please, my map is my gift to you to navigate your way. You'll see that Vallaki is described on the...
I bought that map, not a gift.
I beg your pardon?
I paid for that map, not a gift.
Swapped it good and proper.
Yeah, that was a swappy. So, just before he leaves, can I ask him a question?
You certainly can ask me a question before I leave. This is no problem.
Are you saying Strahd is a noble man?
Well, he's certainly he's the lord of the land, so I suggest that he has nobility. This is very true.
So should we seek him out in our quest to find our way home?
I think this is a very good idea, but somehow I have met many travelers in my time in Barovia, and somehow I think that an invitation will come when he is ready to see you.
Okay.
My invitation to dinner with myself and perhaps with Lady Vachta, if she is available, will pale in significance to being invited. And he points up to Strahd's castle that you can just dimly see silhouetted against the rising morning sun to the east. Will pale in significance to such an extravagant invitation to Ravenloft itself, yes.
So thank you for your kind invitation, sir.
Indeed, this is the way, yes.
It is so.
Tell us, you're a trader. Do you have anything that could aid our journey?
Well, I think I have given you all that you shall need. This map shall aid your journey, no doubt. And when we meet at Velaki, it would be my pleasure to perhaps do some more trading with you there when I have more appropriate things to trade. Yes, we shall
More appropriate.
continue on now to Borovia to make the early morning markets. Yes, this is the way. I shall stay for some time, and I shall be returning to Velaki. I look forward to seeing you. Take care on these roads. Even in the daylight, they can be dangerous. Yes.
Travel safely.
Thanks for the map.
This is my pleasure. Thank you for your kind gift of the dagger. And he pulls it back out. And
I will miss it, so.
I think this will be the case. You will miss this dagger. I do believe it is a satisfactory piece of workmanship.
Hear that, Benty? You're satisfactory.
And with that,
Just like Dada used to say.
he moves back to his entourage, and they gather up around there. Now, Lady Rach, let's come back to you while this conversation's been going on. You had a perception roll of 19. You can perceive that if you move much closer, you can tell that the lady that moved to the back is quite alert to something. She suspects that perhaps there is some mischief about, and she's standing cautiously moving up and down around the back of the cart. The other two are unaware and unalerted, and they seem more intent on watching what their master is doing, Lord Von Petrovich, who's still over here talking to the rest of your party. What is it that you would like to do?
I'm going to leave it this time because I don't feel like getting stabbed.
Right. Well, leaving is always an option. That's it? So you're just going to go back?
No, actually, why not? I'm there. Can I sneak along the side of the cart and try and see what's under the tarpaulin?
So, like I said, the tarpaulin's tied down. So you would need to untie it to lift it up because it's fairly tight. You could perhaps try and lift a little bit and see, perhaps pull a little bit up and just look in to see, some potentially what you might be able to see underneath it. But the first thing I'm going to need you to do is do a stealth check because this is.
I don't think I'm very stealthy, so.
Yes, you are.
Am I? Okay, great. Yeah, I'll do that.
Surely to God you're stealthy, aren't you a rogue?
Yeah.
Right.
What do we say? +7.
So just so I've put the map in now so that you guys have access to it, despite Lord Benton's folding it up and sticking it in his.
I also downloaded it off Skype.
Yeah.
That's an option too if anyone wants to.
Nice.
So that's a 22, Dunk.
Oh, 22. That's nice. Okay. So you move over and the woman that's sort of edgy at the west there at the end of the cart doesn't notice you at all. You're now at the cart, and you can determine that you could probably pull a little bit of it up and try and peer in.
I definitely do that.
Give me a perception check.
Okay, +3.
No.
6.
It's too dark. The light from the morning is hidden behind the. Even with your half elfish vision, there's just not enough to make out. What you can do, however, is you can tell that there's some sort of rectangular boxes in the cart from how the fall of the tarpaulin is.
How big are they? Can I tell that?
Give me an investigation.
Shoebox
human
size.
size?
17.
So you can see that there are. You can make out that on the right-hand side, so to the south, you can see that there are 2 crates, and they're about 3 foot in about 1.5 by 3 feet, quite long rectangular crates. Then parallel to them on the northern side is a long crate, about 6 foot long and about 2 foot wide.
And I can't fit my hand under the tarpaulin.
You didn't ask me if you're putting your hand under the tarpaulin. Sure. How much of your hand are you putting under the tarpaulin?
Oh god, that's so scary. None of it.
None of it.
I'm gonna leave it. No, I won't stick my hand in there.
This is disappointing.
Yeah. Well, you say it as if I'm gonna lose a finger.
I'm not quite sure what you mean. I don't know. Whatever do you mean that you're going to lose a finger? Sticking your hand under, you'd probably lose your hand.
Oh, okay. Oh, good decision then.
How
It
big
would
did
make
you?
me a terrible thief if I lost a hand. So
How
I'm a
big
bit
did you say
attached to
these
them.
boxes were?
Human size.
So,
Human size, okay.
Von Petrovich
One was
comes
human.
back and his entourage sort of
One of them was 6 feet by
Move
2
away.
feet.
Yeah, and the other
seems
one was
quite
like half
large.
that.
I look forward to seeing
Too
you
hot, then.
soon. Take care on the roads. It's important. I suggest you don't stop between here and Valaki if you can make such a fast trip. But maybe you won't be able to. And with that, they disappear into the east, heading off towards Barovia.
I suggest that we don't visit him in Valaki, and I think we should go straight to the Burgomaster, who's meant to be the person we're meant to be dropping our friend Irina off at.
Sarah?
And apparently, Stroud has his spies in every settlement. Should I be reading our previous notes?
Whose notes are they? Are they your notes? Did you
Yeah, my
post
notes
them?
from what
Did
we've
you post
heard.
them on
I put them into my notes. I haven't actually put them into our OneNote. No, I just made notes
Very
from like last time we were
selfish there,
talking.
Nicole. That's
Sorry,
terrible.
I'm usually really good at sharing. I'm sorry, I like just
Post
putting
them in
them
as
in
we
here.
go, because every clue in this game is very
Okay.
critical.
Good to
Nothing
know.
is by accident, shall we say? Unless I make it up.
Yes,
in which
I
case it's
figured.
completely accidental. Like the entire, cart encounter.
Sure.
So, Lady Rach rejoins the party.
Yes.
Party.
And
And what are you guys
I
doing?
can deactivate my ring without taking it off, so I just deactivate it. I'm going to leave it on my finger from now on.
Okay. And you can do that?
Oh, that's what Lucas said.
I believe as an action, yeah.
Okay. Can you just,
Have we all had enough?
just check that up? I
uh,
thought it had to be on or off, but maybe if
Oh, hang on. No, you remain invisible until the ring is removed.
yeah,
Oh,
which is a
okay.
action or
Well,
bonus
I'm going to
action.
go back to being visible.
Or until you use a bonus action to become visible again.
Interesting.
Can I use a bonus action
Yeah.
to become visible
I
again?
guess so. Well, you can. It says so.
Great, done. I do a bonus action to become visible again while still wearing my ring.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, true. Okay. While wearing, you can turn. Yes, you can. You can turn it on and off like that. How
Yep.
cool's that?
So I now have, I'm going to keep my
Very
little
cool.
invisibility ring on, and it's so much easier.
It is. You don't have to worry about losing it. That's
No, I know.
wonderful.
I was stressed that you were going to take it away from me, or someone was going to steal it.
Now, importantly, what pocket? I think it's in the right-hand pocket. Is your drift globe, isn't it?
Mine, yeah.
Important.
Which one I had to turn off.
Know. Good to know.
One of them.
Right. breakfast is served and shared?
No, my drip globe is in my left pocket.
Left pocket. Oh, keeps changing. Excellent. Let me write that
Can you
down.
get my notes?
What would you all like to do? The road, as you know, wanders back up, but it also wanders parallel to the lake, and then goes towards the river to the west, as you no doubt can see on your incredibly accurate map.
Ludicrous tips his mug down, cheers as his guests or his hosts, and says, "Benty, which road are we taking?" and keeps sipping his coffee.
Well, I vote we head towards Valaki with maybe a scenic bypass by the
Thirded.
Yeah, I think we need to go to Valaki to buy the silver weapons.
Ooh.
get a free dinner. Yep.
And
Yeah, was there
Kind
someone
of
that we were also
Rowena.
going to...
Yeah, Will,
Well,
try.
yeah.
Feel free to contribute to the conversation. Son, what are you doing up there?
Nothing. I'm just chilling. I'm listening.
And you
If
can get the
Will's
camera
here-
to work, eh?
If
Right.
there's a town at Valaki, can we go shopping or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. I vote
Yeah.
Valaki.
for weapons.
Yeah, we need to buy stuff.
I think we should go to Valaki.
I want a cat.
Weapons. Good stuff, Will.
Yeah, well, we lost a lot in the crash, you know.
Yeah. You lost a lot too.
I did.
So
Let's get some armor.
So, the options, as I said, if you have a look at the map, and you can all bring it up, you can see that there's like a footpath away from the Tser pool, which is the big sort of lake thing just to the left of Barovia, underneath where it's penciled in particularly good cartography noting of Castle Ravenloft. You can see that there's like a track that parallels the River Ivlis, or you could go back to where you were and go along the road. What you do notice though is that as you head to the west, the track that you're on, where these guys have appeared, it gets higher and higher. There are cliffs either side of the river as it moves to the west. It's so the land builds up to where there's cliffs, and you can see that just make out as the sun now burns off a little bit of the fog from the river. You can see that maybe 1,000 feet up, 900 feet up, you begin to see a bridge.
I'm keen to just take the short route up.
That little footpath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are the mountains safer, though?
Oh, pretty sure. I mean, I don't think there's any massive eagles this time, so I think we're good.
Okay. Yeah, footpath, everyone?
Yep. I'm happy
Let's
with
go.
that.
Is there anyone left in this town, Dunk?
Which town?
This camp that we're at? Are they all just hovering in their tents, or did those people come and go?
No, they're still all there. So
They're all still
the
there.
traveller,
Okay.
Lord von Petrovich, he's moved on. The Vistani are just going about their morning breakfast. Some are down at the lake, splashing themselves, washing themselves. You've not seen Madame Eva, who gave you the reading. Do you guys remember your reading?
Mhm.
Yeah, you got
Yep.
some cards drawn out. I think I have put that into the OneNote. If I haven't, I shall make sure that I've got your reading of what cards you got and what meaning was said there for you. So basically you're at liberty to depart at your own leisure now.
Cool. What time is it?
Oh, it's quite early in the morning still.
Was it the morning? Yeah, we just woke up.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm keen to head off.
Let's get going.
Done.
And which way are you
Let's
going
do
to? Which way are you going to head?
I'm taking the walking track.
West.
West on the walking track.
Paralleling the river.
Northwest on the walking track.
There's something going on with my paralleling the river. So let me move you towards the map. That should. Have you all got the map loaded? Are you on the new map?
I've got mine.
Oh, yep.
Yeah. Not sure what's
Oh,
going on.
there.
Can you all see?
Yeah.
It's just loading.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So we're just on the lake. And we're heading northwest. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we hang out with some Vistani focal. And Valaki is just past Mutgakis?
No, Magarkas is
Mount Gakis?
they're
The
right.
really big one.
They're in the foreground.
Oh, okay. So that's all right. Cool. So Valaki is just around some weird little windmill on a hill.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Maybe that's some shenanigans we could check out. Love me some windmill.
Windmill. Save me, Jon Snow.
All right. So we're gonna get walking.
Lord Benton, have you shown Ludicrous the map?
If he says please, I might.
I mean, this is my terrain, and if I know where we're going, we can't get lost. Just
Yeah,
saying.
but I am pettier than I am strategic.
That's true.
If you say please, I mean.
That's true. No, I'm just sitting here sipping my coffee, man.
Well, I'm holding the map. It's upside down,
Oh
and
god.
I'm like, yes. It says we need to go south, so let's get south and.
Can we
So,
ask
Lord
someone in the
Benton,
camp for directions?
So,
I don't trust Lord Benton.
so,
No.
so can I just,
So ludicrous.
Lord Benton, you mean south going backtracking the way you came to the crossroads?
Well, that's what the map says. Yeah, the way I'm reading it.
Well, I'm not
It's
backtracking.
upside down.
Well, I mean, this could all be really easily avoided.
You're right. It could.
Can I grab the map off Benji?
If you're invisible, maybe.
Oh, that's brutal.
Isn't it? All right, I turn invisible and I take the map and give it to Ludicrous.
Oh, what? Surely I have to, like, I get an opportunity.
Absolutely. You don't just get a free take it off.
Why, Benji?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you going to do? You're going to try and stealth it out of his grip while he's actually waving
Yeah.
it in front of Lord Benton. So go for that.
Yeah, I will.
But she's invisible, so she
I
should
am
get, like,
invisible.
some benefit out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 24.
You're not having this. Where the hell did that go?
I didn't even get it. Like, I could have gotten a nat 20 in perception for all you know.
Yeah, no, you. What you can do is you do a dexterity saving throw for me.
No, I want to be deception.
No,
I was good at that.
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, no.
And what actually happens is you keep talking. You're not getting this map at all. It's mine.
Great. I slip the map into Lucas's hands and I turn back visible and I say, read the map. I want to know where we're going because I'm not walking any further than I have to.
So I think you've all got a copy of the map anyway. So you can all now
Yep.
look at that and let me know your determinations.
So Ludicrous determined
It
that
was
tracing the river by a north by northwest route is the quickest way to get to the bridge, which is the next step across to Valakai.
But Lord Benton's had dreams about the bridge and dark shadows.
But there's so many bridges. Benty, you gotta just suck it
Probably
up.
not this one.
Can you tell us if it's the same bridge, Lord Benton?
It's not.
Right. That's good enough.
Fine, let's go.
Good enough for me.
Roll for persuasion, Benty.
I'm kind of convincing.
All right, let's go.
Done.
Ludicrous thanks his hosts for the coffee.
The Vistani say, "Farewell, my friends. Travel safe. You know, stick to the main roads. This is the way. Yes, you have a good day."
Right.
We shall see you
Thank you,
again.
Vistani.
When you come back, you must tell us more stories, for the stories are the vibe of our life.
Thank you for the guidance. Just stick to the main roads. You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Yes, don't wander off the road. So, where are you guys going? You can move your own icon so that I can see where you go. You can move 3 squares or 3 hexes, and then we'll see what happens next.
We're just a big lump at the moment, aren't we? We're a big lumpy league. Icon.
Yeah, you're a lumpy league, yeah.
Oh, okay. We can move like that. Bulk.
Right. So as you walk along the river, you notice that it's chilly. The river's flowing fast. It seems cold. As you go into the river, you start to move into the base of a canyon, and at the far end of which you can see now a great waterfall spills into a pool, billowing forth clouds of cold mist. A great stone bridge spans the canyon nearly 1,000 feet above you. Now, if you're Lord Benton, your perspective is from the bridge, but for you, lower yourself 1,000 feet, and that's what you can see, except there's the bridges in between where you are and those waterfalls.
Cool.
Okay. You continue on.
We're going to go over the bridge or along the bridge?
Well, the bridge is 1,000 feet up that escarpment, so you are only...
Oh, okay. We're going to walk past it.
Well, how are you going to walk past it?
We walk over it.
So, I'm not perhaps...
So we're down either side of the
You're
river.
at the river.
Oh, we've got to climb.
The river is here. There are 1,000 feet of cliff to the bridge up here. River, cliffs, bridge,
Okay.
waterfall.
Can we climb it? Is it climbable?
It certainly looks climbable. Are you looking up there? Give me a perception check.
Yep.
Uh, 21.
Lucas, if you just pass that on to your esteemed colleague. So it looks,
Okay.
you could probably make your way up there. So it would take a while to climb up though, but you certainly would all be able to scamper up there. You know, it's quite steep in places, but you can actually see where there's some sort of you know, scampering marks where people have perhaps made their way up. Why have I got shuffle appearing on my screen? That's very weird.
I just saw that appear too. Weird blue card.
Roll 20 doing weird and you can see that the track continues around to the underneath the bridge, a couple of 100 yards in front of you. So but it sort of peters out into some rocky area. So there's not actually a track, but some rocks with no sort of clear road or path through it under the bridge. So where you are along the river, there's been a track, but the track peters out as it comes to the rock that's underneath the bridge. And the river continues on, and then you've got that big lake with the waterfall pouring into it. Does that all make sense? About a mile away or so, a couple of miles away.
Yeah.
So you're saying we can't go under the bridge?
Well, you can go across the rock underneath the bridge. There's just no track. Like you would have to walk across the rock. It'd just be like rocky outcrops and stuff.
Would we have to wade through water?
No. You'd have to climb over some rocks, but yeah, they're like only sort of 5 to 10 feet of rock height to get over, or to get.
Are you talking about crossing the river, Cal?
No, that's
or are
not
you
crossing the
about...
river. That's going on this side of the river.
Yeah.
To the other side of the bridge, like the southwestern side of the bridge, as you look at it on the map.
Yeah. So to get onto onto the other side of the bridge, we can actually go underneath it.
Correct. Over
That's
the
possible.
rocks, or you can scamper up 1,000 feet of cliff face.
Let's try being dexterous going under the bridge then.
Do we have to
climbing
climb
over the rocks?
when we get to the other side?
Is our goal to get across the river, or is our goal to get... Because we'll still be on the other side of the river.
Or are we going to the town with weapons? That's something.
It looks like at some point we've got to cross the river.
Yeah, and so we've already looked at a way to get up to where the bridge is by scampering up.
Yeah. I want to go over the bridge. So I vote climb.
So
I vote climb because of the Vistani. We haven't been led astray by them, and I'm very concerned about the don't go off the bridge or the road guidance.
yeah.
Okay. If you scamper, we all scamper.
Yeah, great.
Scampering.
Scamper.
Benty,
Scamper.
Scampering.
let's do it.
All right.
You may break a nail, Benty.
So you all have a choice. You can do a dexterity saving throw, or you can do a survival saving throw. Remembering some of you have inspiration if you feel that you might need to roll again.
I'm going to do survival.
What am I going?
So
Am I survival? No,
I'd use your dex.
I'm doing dexterity then.
So Ludicrous, you've... Oh no, you're right. That's good.
Rach is a 9.
Does Rach have an inspiration?
Yes.
Well,
Want to re-roll that?
Yeah, I do want to reroll that. Ah!
Will?
Rach has a 7.
Will, I need a roll from you. If you're still awake. Not playing some other game in the background. I should just freeze my camera, go up and see what he's doing. William. Alright. Will. I'll roll a survival for him. Just bring up his screen.
Hey, Ray.
Hang on guys, just give me a sec, there we go. I've just rolled for him. He got a 30. Yeah, just see what he's doing. Something that I'm trying to sort him out. Okay,
Mine was survival dunk. I've just got to work out how to set the dice.
so you just rolled a
Sorry.
19, didn't you?
Yeah, that was survival.
Yeah.
It's my other one is -1.
Right. Okay, no worries. So at this stage, I've got Ludicrous begins to climb. followed by Lord Benton and Nix. It's rough going for half of it. Emilicon, or I should say Fury. No, who are you? What's your... I've forgotten your name.
I am Fury.
Fury, aren't you?
Elemental.
That's right.
Yes, Elemental Fury.
Fury is also pushing herself up. Ringo slips a little, staggers back up, slips a little bit more, and falls behind.
Why am I slipping? What's happening?
What were you doing,
You
son? We'll
didn't-
discuss that later. You are slipping down a cliff.
Righto, okay.
Right, okay. I've just got the update on the reason he wasn't there, which is reasonable. Well, you know, who knows. Anyway, now we come to Lady Rach. Distracted, she's continually looking up, a couple of 100 feet up, you notice. Something
At
catches...
the muscular buttocks of Ludicrous.
No, not at the muscular buttocks of Ludicrous, no. She's looking at something a couple of 100 feet up, some of you notice. She keeps fleeting her eyes up towards it. And at one particular point, she sort of takes a breath and then tumbles back down and takes 7 hit points bludgeoning damage as she's now at the bottom of the cliff again. Most of you are now at about quarter to 300 feet up. So she hasn't fallen, she's tumbled back down the cliff, taking 7 hit points damage.
Will she continue to do that as we try to climb?
So you guys
Is she ever
continue
going to
to...
make
Or
that?
can we help?
Do I get to the top?
No, let's stop to help.
I
Are
think
we
can help.
trying to get up or down?
Up.
Up 1,000
Okay.
feet. We're
Okay.
only 300 except for poor Lady Rach.
Oh dear.
So, Will, there's a bridge high up, and we're kind of climbing mountains to then cross the bridge and then go over this river.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And we're climbing up the mountain.
Up these...
We're
Yeah.
just helping Lady Rach, who's just stumbled.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
So just to give you an idea, Will, what you where you're at and what you're looking at, I'll just set that up for you. So you guys are essentially climbing up to this bridge, and you can see the sort of types of cliff face that you guys are climbing up.
There's another way to go over the river, and that's to go under the bridge, but it's pretty rocky.
You don't go over
That's
the
why
river,
we're trying.
It keeps you on the same side, but you don't know what's on the other side.
Can anyone help Lady Rach with skills? I'm looking at my bardage version, and it's pretty limited.
Otherwise, can I try again? Like, can I roll again to try to
Yeah,
get back up?
In a minute,
Does anyone have a rope?
if anyone's trying to
I
assist
might.
you.
What have I
Right.
got left?
I am fresh out of rope.
Nope, I got robes.
Handy. You can look good falling down the hill. So, Lady Rach, what I'm going to need you to do is I need you to do a survival or dexterity check at disadvantage, please.
Oh.
If you're going to try and climb again.
Yeah, I'll try again. Why is it falling? Oh, got it. That makes sense.
Okay, so 1. Oh, shit. So you get the first roll.
So, you take another 11 hit points damage, and you are not in a good condition, and you are winded and lying on the ground, and you are whimpering in frustration, pain, and pretty much hopelessness at being able to climb up these cliffs. Clearly not your thing.
Clearly.
How far up is Ludicrous?
You're about 350 feet.
Is this the right time for me to play the bagpipes to cheer her up?
Can I? Going, help me.
Help me, I'm poor.
Help me.
Ludicrous Ludicrous would ask whether Lady Rach requires assistance.
Yes.
And would slowly, deliberately, safely return back to then reattempt the climb with his baggage.
Thank you.
Right. So you're going to go back down and
Yep.
pick her up and carry her up.
Or can you whip me?
Whip you?
Don't you have that lash?
Sure.
It's romantic.
Don't you?
Love that
I
whip.
don't think you've got that whip still, have you? Or did you manage to
Did you
retain
lose it in there?
You didn't take it off me.
Alright.
Woohoo.
Wasn't that an oversight all round? Alright, so you've climbed back down to Lady Rach. So this has now taken about a good 2 hours so far. So it's certainly late morning coming up to lunch now.
Do we want to stop for 11 days?
On the side of the hill. What are the rest of you doing? Are you pushing your way up the track, or are you...
I would have thought we'd just wait and be available for support if something was needed. Aren't we all for one and one for all? Everyone?
Yeah, we're just waiting and just watching this happen down.
Going, sucks to be you,
Down below.
ludicrous.
Yeah. So can I provide assistance, knee advantage to Lady Rach in an attempt to climb again?
Yes, so Lady Rach can just do a normal roll. So your advantage and assistance will outweigh her now disadvantage.
Oh god.
Gonna have another go?
What? Yeah.
Is she within 60 feet of me, or is she a bit lower? Because I can do some bardic inspiration.
She's
plus
lower.
8.
We're 300 feet up.
I got
Okay.
12 though, so I figure that that's not as bad as it was.
Yeah, so that is marginal. You're all over the shop, but it takes all of you now just over 3 hours to get to the top.
Woo!
And so it
Go
is
team.
now
Woohoo.
it is now essentially, or the sun is almost directly above you behind the clouds, and you are at the top of the bridge. Well done.
Yay!
Woohoo!
So looking at I guess for you, you sort of see this arching bridge of mould encrusted stone that spans this natural chasm. You've just straggled yourselves up.
Gemstones?
Gargoyles, cloaked in black moss, perch on the corners of the bridge. Their frowns are weather-worn. On the mountainous side of the bridge, a waterfall spills into the misty pool nearly 1,000 feet below, and the pool feeds a river that meanders into the fog-shrouded pines that blanket the valley below, where you have just come from.
Are the gargoyles watching us?
Give me a perception check if you want.
What do I perceive?
Look, how close do you get?
I'm looking pretty close at
Right.
them.
2 feet? 20 feet.
No,
You're giving it a scratch on the nose.
I'm not touching anything.
Boop the snoot.
I don't know what that is. Is that an army term?
No, Benty, surely.
How far away is the closest gargoyle?
From you at the moment, about 30,
Just-
40 feet away.
Yeah.
So you've just managed to
What can I?
you've
What
come
can
out
I
of
see?
the sort of foliage and of the slippery sort of chasm sides, and you're sort of standing there, and you're now looking at the bridge. You can see the waterfall over there. You can see these gargoyles on the edge, on the bridge. The road continues to the north now, beyond it.
I want to get as close as 20 feet away from the nearest gargoyle. So I'm just going to walk just 10 feet a bit closer, and just what can I see from
And it
there?
looks like a stone
Of the
gargoyle
gargoyles.
with a sort of weather-worn frown.
Alright, I'm not game enough to get any closer then. Stop moving or doing anything.
Anyone else taking any actions at this point? You're all just taking the view. Well, that was great. Glad we didn't take the long way around.
Can is it no. Can I use my primeval awareness to sense whether there's any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elements, fays, fiends, or undead within 1 mile? Well, actually, it's within 6 miles because we're in forest.
Right. So, do you need to roll anything, or you just kind of sense it?
Just kind of sense it. It's an action.
You kind of sense 6 miles. There's something somewhere to the north. Not very close, though.
All right, we're good. Ludicrous starts walking across the bridge.
Ludicrous walks across the bridge, taking in the view. The stone gargoyles remain stone gargoyles. And you are now across the bridge.
Go team.
Does everyone go across the bridge?
Lord Benty, you brave soul, you coming?
Oh yeah.
I'm coming.
I'd like us not to go in unison so that we don't create a, vibration that breaks the bridge. So I'd like us to go separately, but I'd like to go afterwards.
Single file?
Single file, but separately.
You all see the bottom of the...
Out of sync.
No, so... Alright, the road now continues to meander a little way to the north and then cuts round to the west. I assume you're all continuing on your merry way. Yes?
Did Ludicrous say he wants to go first?
I'll lead. Happy to be in the front.
Okay, as you're going through here, shadowed between two sort of mountain ridges, the road is in this valley, the forest is thick, the mist still clinging, despite the midday sun, although of course the midday sun is but a small sort of shimmer behind the thick cloud. You can see into the distance that the road seems to now begin to turn to the north. The silence is broken, and you find yourselves confronted
Map change.
with a puppy dog.
Aww.
But he does not look very happy.
Oh.
Hang on, two.
So let's do something we haven't done for such a long time.
Hello, lady.
Roll.
Lady, how you
for
doing?
I'm good. I'm just playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, sorry.
You're right. You're right. I put my microphone on mute. Can I call you back in an hour? All right. I'll call you when the game's done.
Okay, baby.
Cool, lady.
Later, darling.
Bye.
So that wasn't on mute.
It wasn't on
Oh,
mute.
what?
Bye.
It's okay. I didn't put the microphone
I
on.
thought I put my microphone
Oh
on
no.
mute. Can you hear me talking now?
No, you got wrong.
Oh, my thing's not working then.
That would have been funny if you're like, yeah, these guys are fucking idiots, but what you got to do. Nah, they can't hear me.
It's a
on mute.
Thursday night.
What's the point of me putting my microphone on mute or not then? Because if it's just going to keep coming through.
So
Can you hear me now?
You can need to do a dexterity check.
That's terrible.
Right, so you guys, good for anyone rolling
Yes.
initiative. Just to remind you, click on your icon and roll initiative.
Why am I at the front? This is bullshit.
Int? Nope. Oh. This can't be good. Why am I rolling twice? I've got it set on normal
Right.
roll.
Will, have we got you? Are you still there? So I've got Ludicrous, Nix, Lord Benton. I need Lady Rach.
Lady Roach is a 21. Nat's
I shall
20.
add her myself.
Oh my
And
god.
turn what? Sorry, what was it? A 20. What was she?
Nat's 20
21?
plus 1.
Wow, nice. Okay. Will.
Whoa!
Ah,
That is some wicked rolling, Ringo.
I don't know what happened there.
Just pick that
right,
23.
I'll get your first one is a 6. Ringo. I'll stick you
Righto.
on. Ringo. And turn. And you
Yeah.
are a 6.
That was.
Hey, have we got everyone? I've got Ringo, Rachie, Ludicrous, Nix, Lord Benton. Who am I missing?
I miss name.
You missed me because I couldn't find out where my icon was. But anyway, I did a +2 because that's my
So
initiative.
you found yourself? Did you go on? No.
Yeah, I've added it, but it's
It's not
not.
working for you?
couldn't
Okay,
come
I'll
on.
add you. So what did you roll?
Yeah.
Fury?
Not very good. 7.
That's your total?
Yep.
Okay. Top of the pox. We have this wolf as it runs out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. And it closes basically towards you but takes no action. Lady Rach, what are you going to do?
If I know Lady Roach correctly, she's going to try and make friends with it.
Pet.
So I'm assuming an animal handling, maybe.
Really? Sure.
Huh. Yep.
Yep, so that's not working. Other wolves are now stacking up. There's a guy. Lord Benton, are you ready to go? Good man, what are you up to?
Alright. I'm trying to find something that'll fuck these wolves up.
Nick, you're going to be up next
Aye.
after this, so get ready to go.
Yep. Am I going now?
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. I thought you just said I was up next. And I was like, okay.
yeah, like
Um,
now, next, this next.
Gotcha. See, now and next mean different things to me. I'm going to shoot. Is it overkill to shoot a fire?
Nah.
Well, there's only one way to find out, right? I'm going to shoot a fire.
Hot dog.
And
Fire bolt or fireball?
ball.
Oof. Where are you going to shoot the fireball?
Here and hit 3 of them. Is that 20 feet? Yeah, that should hit.
These are 5-foot squares, so where are you putting it? Just show me exactly
Yeah.
again. There.
And that'll hit. So, like, if I aim
5,
here.
10, 15, so you'll get hit.
Oh, right.
You and Lord Benton.
It's 20 feet. If I shoot here, it'll be 1. It'll do. How do I draw?
20 feet.
But it's 20 feet from the point, so wouldn't it be. I'll shoot it like this. Did that work?
It's big pink square.
I think the squares are confusing me because there's the grid and then
Isn't it
there's
20-foot diameter? Or is it a radius?
it's a
Can you bring
sphere.
the spell up? "20-foot radius sphere."
Yeah.
So that's 20-foot radius. So there's 4 squares from the center. Let me show you. So if you put it here, 20 feet is here. Can you see that?
Okay. Well, however far away I have to shoot it not to hit me is how far I
Can you
shoot
see
it.
my drawing? Can you see that? Yeah.
Yeah.
So 20 feet from there. So if you put it here, you get that, and you're just outside of range.
How big is
Hey?
this fireball? This is a huge fireball. I do that. So I hit
So you're
yellow
going to
boy
hit
as
1,
well.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Cool.
And that's what I did.
I don't know how to get it.
Okay, you roll your 8d6 damage. I'll start doing some dexterity saving throws.
I don't have to do anything
Yeah,
to
roll your
that.
damage.
It's dexterity
Yeah,
saving.
but roll your damage
throw.
though.
Yeah, 35.
Oh, 35.
30.
Oh, 30.
Fire
And
damage.
my DC's 15, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why is there not 5? Oh, there's one up there. Okay, so this is
Yes.
not good, really, in a whole range of ways for the wolf. It's a bit sad. That wolf's dead. This
Oh
wolf.
no!
Burn.
This wolf's dead too.
They take half as much damage if they fail, if they succeed as well. So they should all take 15.
Lord Benton drops his fireball. Except it should be fire. Let's go, let's get that again. Does everyone see that? That should look cool. Drops his fireball of complete, utter fireball death.
Ooh, explosion.
And pretty much a whole heap of cindered, roasted,
Nice work, Lord
wolf,
Benton.
which really makes me sad. But
Well, don't send them against us.
he's dead. Well, 9, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Runs into the forest. Disappears. Runs into the forest. Disappears. Next, is there anything you want to do as the last ones are running into the forest?
Yeah. I'm just behind Benty going like, yes.
That's your action.
And yes.
Lord Benton's magic comes through.
Woohoo!
And is there only one wolf left and it's like right
There
over
seem
there?
to be 2 still within sight. One ran into the forest.
Oh, I
already.
see.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a purple dot and a blue dot.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna run up here. And the only long range
Smells
thing.
like barbecue. Don't know what's going on there. What are you going to do?
I'm going to use guiding bolt because it
Yeah.
can reach 120 feet
Yeah.
on purple dot. I'm going to aim for purple dot. Yeah.
Purple dart. So, guiding bolt. What does he need to do? Is it a dexterity saving throw, or what's the story? Is it a ranged attack?
It says on a hit, the target takes 4d6 radiant damage.
Yeah, but why have you not got a? I'm only seeing the
Did it not
damage.
work?
Yeah. So.
Let me copy and paste the things of the thing.
Make a ranged spell attack with the target. On a hit, the target takes 46. So I've got that. So yeah, you need a ranged spell attack. So can you just try again on your character sheet, please?
Yeah. Cast on BTT.
No. Just click.
Sorry.
Guiding bolt.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I just do that.
Cast
did it.
spell slot.
Yeah, it's not rolling the damage. It's not rolling the roll. So what I'll get you to do is the dexterity. Just roll your dexterity.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just did it for you, and
Thank you.
I'll let you do it because I rolled a 5 because I was just checking. So.
No.
And you roll a 17, so you strike the wolf.
Goodness.
Beam of energy comes out, and radiant energy zaps across to. Which one was it? Purple, was it?
Purple I was aiming for.
Right.
Oh, look at that, how cute. Go next.
Yeah, and he is splattered as well, barbecued, but through the microwave.
Medium rare.
Woohoo!
This last wolf scampers into the distance and disappears. 2 got away. Ludicrous, is there anything you wish to do?
So hang on, did
They're all dead.
the last one get out of range?
Yeah,
It ran away.
It's
She
in
ran away
the
and
forest,
went
so
into the
you could chase after it if you want. There are 2 in the forest.
Don't leave the road.
Yeah, I can track them, but I have no intent to leave the road. So I forge forward and see whether I can detect any other creatures.
Give me a perception roll. While he's doing that, Fury, what are you going to do?
Similarly, I'll just continue forward because all the hard work's been done by Nix and Lord Benton. Thank you.
Ringo, what are you doing?
The same thing. I don't have very good range, so I'm gonna move forward and let other people do the work.
Right. Will's plan for life. So there it was. You heard it here.
That's teenagers. It's all the way. It's the way it is.
So this particular point, then you are now surrounded by the smoking carcasses of. Oh my goodness, Ludicrous, you've improved.
Hey.
Smoking carcasses of 6 wolf bodies. That fireball was a smoker, literally.
Amazing. I'm like waiting for Lady Rach to work out how to loot the carcasses of the wolves.
I know. I just want a wolf. I don't want to loot their little carcasses. So sad.
I know.
I'll
we need to
check.
find her
I'll check the
boots
wolves.
too.
I rummage through the carcasses of the wolves and see if there's anything interesting there, Dunk.
Steak, wolf steak for the fireball ones. Radiantly, like microwave steak.
Crisps.
Yeah, so the other one was microwaved and the others have been barbecued. That's pretty much how they went down. So.
Excellent.
They have teeth. Their pelts. The radiant one's pelt is okay, but the rest of the ones that good old Lord Benton just boomed out of existence are all slightly singed and sort of mostly burnt up into, steak.
Can I take a pelt of one that I barbecued?
Yeah, if you want, it'll probably take you about half an hour to skin it.
Nah, that's okay. It sounds like I'd get my hands dirty.
Okay. So, back on the road we are.
Gone
And it has now started to rain.
I put my cloak on.
Excellent. The afternoon
Do I have a
shower.
cloak?
Yeah, Mel, most of you are starting to get a little bit hungry. The smell of cooked wolf before you depart. Do you have rations? Do you have food? What are you guys doing?
I have a water skin.
Which would be full of water.
I'm going to take a drink.
Right.
Then. Fine.
Does anyone else have any food? Anyone eating any rations? Anyone eating any cooked wolf?
Oh, I've got bull brandy, a bottle of fine wine, a whole bunch of gems and coins, Three.
Are you sharing the wine?
Do you want to crack open the bottle of? It's a bottle of fine wine.
Yeah, you had some rations
can I-
originally, Furi, which I think you shared. Have you got any still?
Well, I had the pie that I don't actually am keeping for baddies, the one that Lord
Yeah,
Benton was really into,
You
but
can always eat
I'm
pie.
not going to be giving it to
Always
anyone.
pie.
No, I don't want poor Benton getting addicted again.
Ringo,
I've already
you
gone through the withdrawal.
Eating anything?
No, I'm okay.
Okay, so at this stage,
Can I look around for berries or forage for something in the bushes? Can I see anything
yeah, it's probably
interesting?
going to take you half an hour if you want to go foraging for food. You can give me a check on that. Survival check.
Survival? Alright, yeah. I'll just have a look around and see if there's anything worth.
So you're all taking like a half-hour rest here. Do you want to take a short rest? Make it an hour. And you can do some healing.
Yeah.
Those of you that didn't get attacked at all by the... So Nix, you bring back some berries. And in fact, they're not berries, they're actually beets. They're actually like roots. So kind of like turnip type stuff. So you guys can eat
Salad for dinner,
some
everyone.
turnips. Now it'll take you probably half an hour to an hour to cook them up, but given that that took half an hour, you've still got an hour and a half, so I assume that you're going to strike a fire and boil them up and eat them. Is that what you guys are going to do, or are you just going to eat them cold?
I think we can eat beets raw. That's fine.
And keep moving,
And keep moving.
just so that we don't light a fire.
Yeah.
Yep, cool. We're all just gonna like munch on them raw, straight out of the
Keep
ground.
moving.
They're beets. Yeah, they're beets.
Okay, so please feel free to move along, following the path to the north. That's very realistic, eating the roots there, whoever was doing that. Good work. Okay, so I shall move you along. You come now round to the north. Up ahead of you, you see a road heading off to the east. It runs along the ridgeline.
Okay, so to the east would be the castle.
No, to the east is Vallaki. Oh, hang on. Well, that's Castle Ravencroft. Oh, sorry. The east is Castle Ravencroft, and to the west is Vallaki.
Cool. So we want to go west.
Yeah.
Go
So you
west.
see a road basically at those crossroads, Y section that you can see sort of just up ahead of you. So as you approach it, Ben, you feel a shiver in the back of your neck.
Oh dear.
It brings you back to the dream.
That dream.
Good old shivers.
And the dream is almost like you're reliving it moment by moment, but only in like half a second, as the shiver runs up and down your back. It certainly seems to remind you of some sort of bridge in dark shadows to the east. Ahead of you now, as you walk past, you see the gates that you originally encountered on the way in, remembering that they were quite large, except this time you're seeing them from within, as if you are now leaving, and these gates are well and truly open.
Hmm.
Do you continue to now what is the northeast? Through the gates?
Yep.
Does that take us to Vallaki? If so, yeah,
Now, do you need a nav check, anyone?
I think so.
Is everyone all...
Strictly speaking, I can't get lost if I know where I'm going.
Good one.
We're going to Valaki, yes?
Yes, you're heading towards Valaki, indeed you
Let's
are.
go to Valaki then.
Okay. The afternoon is now sort of bearing on. You've now sort of continuing to see steep hills and steep, sort of cliffs either side of you, and you're now entering into another section of forest. As you come through it, it is now late in the afternoon, and you are here. Do you want to keep going? It's sort of like maybe it's getting dark. Well, it's getting dim. It's not getting dark yet. You probably have an hour and a half of light left.
We won't
You've
make
just
it to the last
teleported in,
one.
Lucas. Impressive. That's good.
Second?
It's like
I
it's
think
exactly like Lady Rach taking the ring on and off. It's just like you're there and
Oh, hi!
hi. Dum, there goes Lady Rach. Dum. So, the road continues sort of in between, sort of two spur lines. The forest now sort of abates, and it's more of a, sort of still forested but less thick. So do you want to continue onwards? You've got about another hour and a half of travel. You could probably get another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexagons.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yep.
Okay, as you come down around here, you suddenly see a couple of miles, or a mile or so to the west, a crossroad. Again, well, not a crossroad. What do you call it? A Y section. And to the west, you see this old windmill.
Oh, yes, the windmill.
Yeah.
I say let's check out the windmill. It was on the map.
Yep.
It's got to be important.
So the old Savage Road transitions here from being a winding path through the Ballinook Mountains to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it descends into a fog-filled valley. In the heart of this valley you see near a walled town near the shores of a great mountain lake. Its waters dark and still. A branch in the road leads west to a promontory atop which is a perched, dilapidated stone windmill. Its warped wooden vanes stripped bare.
Not a very good windmill.
I want to go and check it out.
Would this be a place to harbour up for the evening?
That's a good idea.
Okay.
I think so. So we can.
It's sheltery.
It's what? Sheltery.
Sheltery.
I mean, the picture looks a little more murdery than sheltery, but...
Is Irina still with us?
Yeah, of course.
She should be.
Good.
So it's raining. So what are you guys going to do? Heading to the windmill?
Yep.
Investigate the windmill and check that it's okay.
Anyone want to suss it out?
Okay, as you approach the windmill, I'm going to stick you all on a map.
Oh no.
I'm happy now.
Right, my map. No, there we go.
And mine.
Okay. As you approach this onion-domed... Hang on. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. As you approach this onion-domed edifice, the onion-domed edifice leans forward and to one side as though trying to turn away from the stormy grey sky. You see grey brick walls and dirt-covered windows on the upper floors. A decrepit wooden platform encircles the windmill above, and a flimsy doorway leads to the building's interior. You notice, all of you at once, perched on a wooden beam above the door is a raven and begins to hop about, squawking at you agitatedly. It takes flight, it flaps towards you, it comes back, and it lands back on the wood, and it's like... at you.
Does anyone speak Raven?
No.
What are you guys gonna do?
No.
Can I do a animal handling check? I don't know. Can I see if it's okay?
Yep, absolutely. Go for a check.
You're not going to just shoot it again?
No, I learned from that.
You definitely get the feeling that this raven's trying to warn you to leave.
Oh dear.
Okay. Because I think the ravens are on our side. Because it was bad of me to shoot the raven last time.
Ooh. Can I try and make friends with the raven? Can I have the raven as a
Sure.
pet?
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
What do I have to
animal
roll
handling.
that one?
So the raven
Animal
is
handling?
like continuing to squawk, but now as it sort of sees that you've paused, and it kind of looks deep into your eyes, Kelly, into Nix's eyes, as it seems to get the feeling that you understand that it's trying to warn. It suddenly takes flight and heads to the west.
I'm nodding. Fly, little
Fly,
bird.
little bird.
All right.
Do we follow the birdie?
No, I think it's gone.
So I didn't get this.
Do you approach it any
No.
further? You're about 50 feet, 60 feet from the windmill at the moment.
I'm not. If you want to approach it, Rafe, you can.
Can I do my...
Yeah, give me that up on the screen. Oh, you have to expel a spell slot.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I have plenty of them.
So where'd you go?
Don't know yet.
So you've got 6 miles, aren't you?
Yep.
You definitely feel something fiendish is about.
Yeah, I'm a nodder going in there. Tells the group.
Okay, well, I'm not going in by myself.
Well, the raven was
Alright,
trying to warn us
fair
of
enough.
something.
Yeah, let's skip it.
Unless you want to get into a fight.
Ah, my lovelies! A voice suddenly appears, and an old woman, or
Oh, this bitch.
a young woman. No, it's not the same. Not the same.
Different crone.
Let me just orientate you all to your map so that you can see where you are at. So can you guys see the map?
I've just got black.
It's blick.
That's what I thought. Yeah, let me just turn that on. Yes. How's that? You guys see anything yet?
Yeah, see the
We're
bottom
down
edge.
the bottom.
Yeah.
So we're not on the map yet.
Oh, I see what the problem is. Right. How's that?
Yeah, that's good.
Right, so this raven flies around you and flies off. And this woman carrying a washing basket with washing comes round the corner. Oh, lovelies, what are you doing here? It's so wonderful to see you. Are you here for shelter? How can I help you?
I'm good, thanks.
She looks trustworthy.
I see, yes I am. I'm very trustworthy. She continues to walk towards you all.
Can I turn invisible?
Sure can.
Can we bravely run away?
There she goes. Lady Roach disappears in real time.
Oh, God.
Let's see, what are you all doing here? You're seeking some shelter from the storm. It is probably best that you continue upon your way, for it be not good that you come here. Just so you can all see what it looks like. That's what it looks like.
Oh, at least she said not to stay. Where is she from?
No, she said, let's go. Let's not engage in conversation.
Can I get an insight check on it?
You sure can.
I'm gonna insight the fuck out of her.
So just with rolls and stuff, guys, if you want to do something, just roll it and then ask me. No need, because then I can either say yes or no, and if you say yes, then we've already got the roll. So
Okay, we'll
yeah,
do.
just roll it. If I see you rolling it twice, then that's where we get run into problems.
Can I seduce her? What's roll to seduce?
Fancy seducing the way.
You get an odd feeling. You get an odd. You get like she seems quite bubbly, and she's quite a large woman. She's not particularly attractive.
I believe the word kids uses thick.
I beg your pardon.
Thick with 2 C's.
Thick.
That's what you call a voluptuous woman in 2020.
Is that right?
Oh my god.
Yep.
Well, we all learned something there. So, yes. Well, can you all see the map? Can you all see I've changed the view?
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. So she's there basically, and she now moves sort of to the actual sort of door, carrying her sort of washing, and is standing in front of the door, and she says, yes, the storm will be a wet night, but I suggest that you make your way. There's no room here for you. And she looks furtively towards the road behind you. She says, my sister is here. She's upstairs. I best not disturb her. Make your way along, please. This is not a place for guests to stay.
That's cool. We'll keep going west.
This is
West.
Yeah.
So
Hi, lady.
she goes, opens the door, and goes inside. What are you guys gonna do?
It's not a full moon tonight, is it, Doug?
No, it's not a full moon. Every noon's a full moon in Barovia, but no, it's not a full moon.
Except tonight.
Except tonight.
Alright, so, I mean, we can continue navigating in a forest and mountainous environments if the group is happy to continue on, or we harbour up somewhere not here.
Ideally, we'd camp somewhere, just not here.
Yeah, I think we should not. Yeah, this is a bit spooky.
Yeah,
So I've
let's
just
keep
seen you
walking.
another image of the windmill, but ignore the carriage in front.
So many
Yeah,
windows.
get out of here. This is nasty.
Yeah. Alright, let's start walking. West.
Yeah, let's go.
Anyone
Okay.
have a tent?
As you leave the old windmill behind, you run down a sort of track, and you see over to the left, there's sort of 4 ancient stones. They seem quite odd, erected almost in some sort of pattern, and you can see several ravens circling overhead. One of them suddenly lands and pecks at something on top of the stone. Do you continue on?
I'm going to go check out the stone.
You are?
Yep.
Okay.
I have a speak with animals spell slot, but I don't know whether I can.
So, as you approach, you can see that each moss-covered stone bears a crude carving of a city. It seems that they each have this carving, but they're somehow a little different.
How far away is Ludicrous?
Well, he's about 10 feet from the stones at this point. Where are the rest?
I'm going to walk over to the stones as well. And
to?
can I see if the 4 stones kind of fit together in like a little picture?
So, give me a quick investigation.
Okay. Investigate. Well, that roll worked.
You see that each of the stones have a city. The city seems to be the same. One of the cities, winter is shown, covered with snow. There's a city of spring and arrayed in flowers. The city of summer has a sunburst overhead, and the city of autumn is covered with leaves. You look up and you see that this raven manically pecking at something on top of the stone.
Which stone is it pecking?
It's on top of autumn.
Ooh. Ludicrous?
Ludicrous, you notice that in the center of the stone circle, there's something sort of white. It catches your eye. You need to either approach it, go into the circle, approach it, look at it, or give me an investigation from where you are.
I go into the circle and I have a look at it.
In the center of the stone circle is a small pile of children's teeth.
Ew.
The fuck?
Get out of there.
Uh-huh.
Nix, what are you doing with the raven pecking? Anything?
No. And if that lady comes out with their washing basket, I'm going to be annoyed. I'm happy to keep walking.
Can I try and make friends with the raven quickly? I really want a raven.
Yeah, sure. As you approach it, it's
Yes.
manically eating. So you can just see, and now you start to see sort of crumbs of pastry flying up as it pecking at something on top. And you would only need to perhaps tiptoe up or get a small boost up to see the top of the stone.
Okay.
It seems to be a pastry.
Frickin'
consumed.
pies.
You recognise it as the one that has been carried by Fury. Well, not actually the one, but the same, like bought at the same shop. Yeah.
So my raven's not.
Maybe.
Ooh.
And that's where we'll leave it tonight.
Oh, wow.
Creepy.
Good cliffhanger.
Creepy.
Goodness, thanks.
Alright, if anyone takes notes, please stick up the notes.
Kids-
I'll write
kids-
up the...
Teeth, Duncan?
I got creepy.
Yep, pretty creepy.
Creepy birds pecking.
I'll have to get them off my different machines. I can't do it right now, but thanks. I've taken notes.
Nice one, Dunk.
Nice.
Okay.
Scary.